Okay. So shall I start the session?
Yeah, let's start the session.
Okay, I'll start the session. And then I scroll down here because these are the codes I want to use. So I start the tape.
Now Verena is listening to it.
Yeah. And the first thing I hear is a question. So I can either click on here and go on submit, then
Yep.
it is recorded, or I can just double click here.
And on the top, we can see event was saved. And on the right side, there's a little blue door.
So I can open up this, which is really handy because I see what I've done. And I can put in a comment. How do I do that again? I think here. Is that right?
Yes. Well,
So,
you need to click on it first, I guess, so that
okay.
the system knows. Yeah. And then, so now you're back in the event that you just logged. And then you should be able to add a remark. Let's try it.
Okay. So, but in this case, it was about the importance. So, importance scale. How important is it to you? That was the question, and that is could be interesting to look at later. One more thing, I know I've done that before. How can I change this so I can see the category?
Yeah, so on the top, there's the displays. So when you click on target or recipient, these are, I think, the default ones. These are all the categories you have. You just click on it, yeah? And then
Okay.
and you see your like sort of the classes that you have. And so you're interested in the interviewer ones. And recipient, you can also change it. So you can display up to 2 classes. That's the right one. I would put in the comment of the transcript because that's what you want to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, because
I have
you
to
would see
submit my comment.
in the comment of the transcript,
Yeah.
which is below, yeah.
So do I have to use this button or can I also double click here?
You can also double click, but you would need put, so important scale, you need to copy it in the text box below. Otherwise, you won't see it.
Okay, I just do it like that. Okay.
Yeah, and then when you log it, let's see what happens.
Double click here or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we
you
go. And so little arrow next to the 0, it would just replay the section that you marked. So I think it's 21 seconds. Is that correct? Yeah. So it would just replay that. So we can't hear that, but you can hear it now.
Yeah,
But
I can hear it. Okay.
so it's like an edit. Yeah.
Okay. What I was wondering, when I say after a few minutes, I want to put a remark to coding a few minutes ago, and I go there and I do it. How do I get back to the point where I was?
Yeah, so I guess the easiest way is let's just try to submit 3 events.
Okay.
So time-wise, if you click on it, on your, not on this, but on the question, yeah, so roundabout at 21. Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I can't see it. Okay. Yeah.
So, and actually finding that point is actually, the shortcuts can be quite useful. Like we have, I think it's Alt2 or Alt3. They allow to fiddle around a little bit with the time. So you can jump forward and backward a few seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
That's very helpful to find the right spot again.
Okay, but it means I have to sort of look here, which was the last event, and then go back there.
You might be able, if you click on it, if you click on the thing, yeah, just on this one, yes. And it goes back to 0. And then you resubmit it, so you update it, which means you don't click anything, you just double click in the window.
In here?
No, in the white space.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure it went to 21 seconds. Yeah, probably you have to move now the cursor to 21 seconds.
Okay. I mean, that's no problem. Okay. Shall we do 2 or 3 more?
Yeah, let's just log a few more. So.
Okay.
So you can use essentially, I think it's Alt-3 to move forward like seconds. So if you feel like the person is talking for like a minute or so, that allows you to go quicker through your media files. If you go on the top and look for the shortcuts, Alt-3 is it. And
Alt-3.
1 second is Alt-5. So Alt-3 and Alt-5, you can sort of quickly move through it when you feel, oh, he's still talking. And then Alt-1, you can play it. So you can just Alt-1, you can play and stop it.
Okay. So now there was a simple reflection. And you can see here's a 2, so it is recorded.
Yeah.
Complex reflection, what's that?
And you're coding fast. I can see already how you're logging these things. And now I can see that Verena is using the Alt-5 and she is just browsing through this. Yeah, it's a handy shortcut.
Yeah.
Because the client is speaking, I guess, for a long time.
Another question. Okay. Shall we stop here?
I think we can stop there. I think it gives like a quick demo, but so everyone has seen that there's a definition of the coding scheme, which is that can be edited. So we've seen that before. And here we see this version as sort of a click thing that can be used to sort of assign these behavior codes to sections of the tape. And the shortcuts are really handy. Actually, one thing I was going to mention, we haven't talked about that, but if you, what we've done in the past is we pre-chop a file into 5 seconds. So you can do that. It's on the top. It's called interval sampling. And if you would click to set, then you would tell how many seconds you want, and that would sort of chop up a video file or an audio file into 5 seconds. So you play 5 seconds and then you make a decision, and that's often when sort of a different speaker turn happens every 5 seconds roughly. That's a really helpful way to sort of see, because it will pre-log all the events. So yeah, I guess you just end the session now, which was just a demo.
Okay, so you find this here.
Yeah.
And end session.
All right. Okay. And here you have the opportunity to add things. If there was anything of notice, you could edit that. It would just be entered into the data, but I think it's fine.
So I go for save.